Greetings, good morning, happy Tuesday. How are y'all doing today? I am personally feeling, I feel present. I feel like I'm on the ground and it's time to get things done. I hope you guys are feeling like it's time to get things done. Today is a Mars day, and Mars is currently at the 9th degree of Taurus. I'm drinking, do you guys drink kombucha? I'm a big kombucha person. This is called Wild Tonic, and it's kombucha that's sweetened with honey. Because I've been really working to get off the sugar in my life. Sugar is so addictive and so poisonous, and in everything in this country. That's one of the things about this country. Like, we create all of these things that do harm. Like if you go grocery shopping, most of the food, like bread, has sugar in it. It has high fructose corn syrup in it. And so when you are doing the work to really heal yourself, you have to pay attention to all of the foods and all the things you're putting in your body, because everything here oftentimes is compromised, or most things here are compromised. And so it requires a high level of discernment to pay attention to what it is you're creating. So today is a Mars day. Before I go into that, I want to invite you to join the Rebirthing the Authentic Self class. We are also going to be, for those of you who are in the Rebirthing the Authentic Self class, I will be doing a Mercury Retrograde class in tandem with that. For those of you who are not in the Rebirthing the Authentic Self class, you can join the Mercury Retrograde class, and it'll be $66. The link for that will be available today. And Mercury is retrograding currently in Aquarius. It hasn't started the retrograde. It will start on the 31st, and we're going to be working on how to tap into ignite your vision. Many of us live our lives being so influenced by external experiences and the Western way of thinking that we haven't cultivated a vision. We don't know what we're here for. We don't know what we're up to. So this Mercury Retrograde class is going to assist you in looking at what you are and who you are, and what you were before you took on the conditions, like what you believed. How about that? What you believed before the conditioning. I know you all hear me talk about when I was a little girl, I really believed in magic. I really believed that I should be able to blink my eyes and wiggle my nose and then something would manifest. And what I discovered, as I matured, that the trauma that I carried from my mother, the trauma that she carried from her mother, the trauma that she carried from her mother, all lived in my body and my cell structure. And so I couldn't manifest because my frequency was blocked by trauma. So I was manifesting more and more trauma. I wasn't actually manifesting what I truly desired and loved. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So what we have now is this opportunity to look back at who we were before we took on the conditioning and begin the work of manifesting. And it's more than manifesting, because manifestation is really just, like, to me, like a weak language for it. It's about creating. It's about being a co-creator. And when you're co-creating, you're just constantly in this cycle of creating. And manifesting is sort of like a one-shot thing. But when you know you are a creator, then you live in a cycle of creation, and you are always in an awareness that you are in a process of creating all the time, with every thought, with every feeling. And the work is to move your mindset into understanding this. So it's for people talking about manifestation, that's to me, that's low level creation. And I don't mean that in a judgment kind of sense. I'm just saying that when you understand who you are, of course you're manifesting. That's a no-brainer. It's like saying, oh my God, I can see I have these eyes. Of course you can see. So creating, becoming a creator, a conscious creator, is what we're up to. And that's what the Rebirthing the Authentic Self class is, that you can register for. And the Mercury Retrograde class will be in tandem with that. People who are in the rebirthing class will get the Mercury Retrograde class at no cost. And if you want to just take the Mercury Retrograde class, it's $66. Today is a Mars day. Mars is the planet that governs our aggression, our assertion, our attraction, our ability to bring things out of the unseen and into the seen. It's this big effort towards a new creation. And Mars in Taurus at the ninth degree says, pay attention to what you feel in your body. One of the things that I have been really paying attention to myself lately is just my energy and how I feel with certain people, how I'm feeling in my body. And that has led me to really looking at my attractions, my affinity with certain energies, certain frequencies that shows up in certain people. And you guys have been hearing me talk about the affinity of my affinity too. And affinity just means that, the infinity sign, right? So to have affinity with something, it just means that you have a frequency that matches it. And so I've been seeing my frequency that matches that prey predator energy. Where inside of me have I been being called to sort of predatory or being preyed upon, energetic? So that's something that we have been doing in this country since we got here. And those cell structures, those frequencies live in our bodies. And so I have been doing the work to clear that stuff out because it has been bringing to me more traumatic experiences. Those experiences of love unrequited and obsession, all that stuff comes from our ancestral pool that would have us be living into the despair, into the heartbreak, into the dysfunction of our ancestral patterns, which come from this slave system. So if you understand your body and what your body's attracted to, right? So it's like, what kind of foods are you drawn to? What kind of drinks are you drawn to? Like I said, the sugar stuff, right? What is your body pulling you towards? And are those things healthy and good for you? And are those things a part of your value system that make you, that your value system that prove your worthiness, right? So I know when I'm in relationships that are unconscious sexually, which I have had my share of, that diminishes my value system. When I'm eating foods, that don't feel good in my body, that diminishes my value system. And Mars is retrograde in Taurus. And Taurus is about our senses. It's about how we feel about ourselves. So your body is giving you information and signals based upon what you are drawn to. So if you are drawn to drinking sodas, you have to ask yourself, what is the addiction in there? What is that? If you're drawn to, relationships where your needs are not getting met, where is that living inside of you? If you're drawn to experience of scarcity. Yesterday I had a client who called me and was really very wondering, like they were in a relationship with somebody and the pattern of the relationship changed. Like he hadn't been calling as much. And so I was able to say to her, you're attached. You're attached to a certain way of being. And so because you're attached, you're not really open. This is not really about love. This is really about your ability to sort of get your needs met. You're projecting upon him some way you want him to show up to meet your need. And so we have to understand whatever story we're telling ourselves about an experience is our own creation, right? So if you're saying, how come they don't like me because I have this, or have they found somebody else? That is a way that you are abandoning yourself. That is a way that you are denying your own worth and your own value. The moon today is in Cancer. And so the moon in Cancer is about security. It's about safety and security and nurturing yourself and harnessing the safety and security that you desire from within yourself. This idea of being safe and secure on the planet is a really significant thing. I know it has been for me in my life. And it really pulls me into understanding my relationship to source. Because there was a time in my life when I believed that safety and security meant I had a lot of money. And then Spirit asked me, well, look at all the people in your life who have a lot of money, and are they safe and secure? Are they people that you feel safe and secure with? Or these people who really just root themselves in this idea that money is the pathway to happiness through this capitalistic pursuit of things and ownership and control. And if that is what I'm anchoring my safety and security in, then that is not safety and security at all, but a further extension of insecurity, a further extension of scarcity. And so the opportunity with the moon in Cancer is to be able to do the womb work, because Cancer governs the womb. And it's like, whatever you think about yourself, if you think that you are safe and secure, if you think that you are enough, if you understand your value, if you're able to track the things that you're attracted to through this Mars energy in Taurus, the earthly things that so it's like, if you are somebody who's like, I need more money, I need more things, I need more stuff, right? You have to examine that and see, really, what do you really need? What is it that you're really needing? What's being pulled? What are you being pulled to, and why? Is something controlling you? Is something manipulating you? Are these belief systems anchored in your childhood stuff with your parents, with your mother, with your grandmother? And are they serving you yet? Are they still serving you? And if they are not, then you have an opportunity to do the work to heal. So if you're ready to start healing, I encourage you to join the classes, but just do your own work. Just do your own work if that's not calling to you. And with the moon in Cancer at 6 degrees and Mars in Taurus at the 9th degree, Mars in Taurus at the 9th degree is about becoming aware, really aware of the signals that your body is giving you. And the moon at the 6th degree of Cancer is about regenerating a new understanding of your security, right? Because, so like for me, like I have somebody who's been really attracted into relationships where my needs would not be met because of my childhood patterning. It had nothing to do with the partners at all. They weren't bad people. It's just my proclivity, right? And as I do that, now I'm changing that. Like, how can I meet my own needs, my own value system, Mars and Taurus? What is my body craving? What is it? Why am I craving this? And sometimes it's because I'm yearning for something. I'm yearning for some deep connection. And so then I will project that connection onto a person with the hope and desire that they will be able to meet that need. But what I've discovered is that nobody can meet my needs but me. So now with the moon in Cancer, I get to get clear about what is it that I need and what would it make me feel if I had it. Talking to my womb, understanding that this energy that's moving through me is not just mine, it's my mother's and my grandmother's and all the women that had to be born in order for me to be here. And so I'm not just working with myself, I'm also working with my ancestors. And they are working with me. And as I do that, I will transmute this energy. So take it on today that you can feel into your body, feel what feels secure and what feels insecure, and get curious about it. Do some prayer work around it, do some journaling around it. If you feel called to, join my class. And if you need, you can book a reading with me. All right, peace and blessings. I'm the Moon Mama. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.